Hi chat, welcome back. It's me Marshie. I love struggle meals, so today we're gonna be reacting to FutureCanoe testing his subscribers' struggle meal recipe. So hopefully I'll learn something new, so let's dive into it. Let's go.
As the title suggests, this is another episode of Struggle Meal. It's
Struggle
always good to keep
meals.
struggle meal recipes around because you never know when life is gonna kick you in the crotch,
That's
give you
true.
a wedgie, and spit on your face. Over the
You never know when you're gonna struggle in life.
past few weeks, I received a lot of recipes from all of you. Today, we'll make them, try them, and rate them 1 to 10. I divided the recipes up into 4 categories: rice, instant food, pizza, and murder.
Does that say vomit under rice? What? Ooh, I see a kimchi quesadilla. That actually might sound really fire.
Attempts. These are recipes that
Murder
seem so
attempts.
weird that I can't really
I'm
tell
scared.
if it will change my life for the better or you're just trying to kill me.
Let's go.
First recipe is called mug pizza from Teen Artist.
Take note, you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take note.
We're using my annoying roommate's
Pizza
mug that says no
mug.
coffee, no talkie. He thinks he's quirky, but we're just lame.
You know, there is a recipe for mug cake, which I tried before in the microwave. It worked out, so maybe mug pizza is a new thing.
tablespoons of flour, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/16th teaspoon of baking soda.
True.
Just like that. We'll also
Make
add
it
some
rise
salt,
up.
mix all the white ingredients, we'll move on to the wet ingredients, which is just milk that I got for myself and some olive oil. Turn that into a paste, we'll top it with whatever we like. Obviously, we're gonna go with a lot of never-ending raclette. Finally, we'll just throw it into
I
the
would probably put some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of that.
microwave for 1.5 minutes. Do you
Okay.
think my microwave's clean? Here it is, the
Super
mug pizza.
clean.
Smells better than it looks, but let's give
Oh,
it
it
a
looks so
taste and rate it 1 to 10.
cakey.
Tastes kind of like an overly moist biscuit or a really savory cake. The
Yeah.
cheese definitely saves the day. As a struggle meal, it's a solid 6 out of 10. The tortilla crust is a little unstable, so we're gonna stack them up. And our
I
first
feel like that tortilla is kind of low-key not good anymore. Look kind of crusty, man.
step is to put them in the oven to get crispy.
Okay. Are we making
And
more
to make
pizza?
it more authentic, we'll top it off with
this is a
tomato
good
puree
one.
and never-ending
Tortilla
raclette.
pizza.
Just like how Ashley White's nonna.
Actually, Chad, I did make this before and I follow a TikTok recipe because it's supposed to be like lower calories, and actually it's not as bad. It's pretty
I
good.
used to do it. And
This
then back
one I
into the
feel like it's gonna be
400-degree
good.
oven for about 8 minutes. My
Ooh,
annoying
yeah, that
roommate's
looks
watching
good.
TV, so
It's
there's a lot of background
crunchy.
noises. But trust me, this thing is really crunchy. This actually looks like one of those flatbread pizzas.
Oh, yeah,
we saw at
that's what I'm
Domino's.
saying,
Just
yeah.
tastes like a low-end frozen pizza.
bad,
Definitely
not
cheaper.
bad.
So on a struggle meal scale, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I tried this in real life.
As I'm pulling out the other half wheel of raclette, I noticed something horrible happen.
Oh no, it's mold!
Then I started thinking, raclette's already fermented and covered in mold, so more shouldn't hurt, right? We'll just cut it off and use it for this recipe. And whatever happens to me after the video, I'll keep you guys updated. If I stop posting for a while,
I feel like you probably need to cut more than that. I just have a thing with mold where I just can't. I just can't.
you wouldn't be surprised. We also need some kimchi and corn. Raymond also
kimchi,
asked for
okay.
I give us a chance to QP mayo, but since we already have the raclette, I'm gonna skip it because if the never-ending raclette
might be
and I give us a
actually
chance
really
to QP
good.
mayo is ever in the same bowl, the universe will explode.
Listen, I love quesadilla, I love cheese, I love kimchi, so I can't think that all of this combined would not be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fire, I'm
We'll
sure.
put another tortilla on top and sear both sides
Some
on
MSG in
medium-low
that will
heat
make a
for 3
difference.
minutes.
Ooh, that looks good!
This is the best looking one so far. I have high.
Jamie Olive will always be catching strays. No matter what channel I'm reacting to, especially when it's food related.
Cheese nicely melted. Let's give it a taste. The acidity from the kimchi
that's
and the fattiness of the cheese
good.
has a nice contrast going on. My only complaint is the lack of protein, but you know, it's a struggle.
True, if you put like canned chicken in there, that will be good. Hear me out. I feel like canned tuna or like tuna in a pouch will be a really good protein in this meal. And then garnish it with green onions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Meal. It tastes amazing, but it's not that easy to make, so I'll give it an 8.5. Moving on to the instant food segment.
Milk soup.
Nothing screams struggling more than canned beans and ramen noodles, so we're gonna put them together and make it into a burrito. Look, Egg also asked for cheddar cheese and dry parsley.
I don't know about mixing
I'll
noodles
just microwave
with
some
beans.
Taco Bell refried beans, cut up some pepper, and pretty much all of the flavor in this burrito come from my favorite ramen, Indomie. I should make a dedicated video for it. We'll go a layer of beans, pepper, pepper,
don't
and
know.
noodles. Roll it up. I've been seeing a lot of comments lately accusing me of being obsessed with cross sections. My response to that is,
That looks
you're
good,
right,
though.
and this one is looking pretty good. The refried beans gets kind of creamy intertwined between the noodles. Creates a pretty interesting texture.
I don't know. I am not a huge fan of like refried beans unless it's like on a Mexican dish. I don't know.
Pepper has the freshness that I desperately needed, but I'd rather eat Indomie on its own, so I'll give it a 5.5
Yeah,
out of
exactly
10.
what I'm
this
saying.
This one scares me a little bit. Our boy Amir calls this soy oats. You're right, it sounds
Soy
exactly like what it
oats?
is. It
What are
starts
we
off normal.
making?
So some oats, we'll add some water, boil till creamy. Now it gets weird. Amir wants me to put broth powder and some sunny side up eggs. And he mentioned sunny side up.
I know what they're about to make. They're making savory oats, which is actually a thing. So I feel like savory oats with eggs and some chili oil. I think I can get behind
eggs,
that.
he added. He trusts me. That's a reference
Trust
to my
the
streak
process,
of not being
okay?
able to cook a single egg
Trust the
properly. I'm sorry to
process.
tell you, Amir, you underestimated my laziness because I'm about to replace both the broth powder and eggs with miso paste. I understand where you're
Miso
going. It's just a
paste?
savory
Okay.
oats, so
Yeah,
I think
savory
it'll
oats.
do. Finally, some soy sauce.
Yeah,
Stir that together, and we're done.
feel like
Here's
too
what I call
salty.
the healthy lunch for a Japanese horse. So when it first entered my mouth, I kind of wanted to spit it out. But the more I chew it, the more I realize it's really
some green
flavorful, and maybe
onions.
oats is supposed to be savory. It reminds me of one of those Chinese porridge thing that they serve at
Green
Cantonese
onions,
restaurants.
yes.
Better than I expected,
Chili
but I'm not
oil.
gonna take a second bite. 7.5 out of 10. This one is said to be a traditional family recipe called the milk soup. It's ironic how it's a family recipe, but my dad's still not back
Oh my god, this is probably the worst nightmare for someone who's lactose intolerant.
with the milk. While the
I
milk
don't
is
know,
coming to a
Chad.
simmer, we'll add some sugar, and I don't know what these noodles
Milk
are,
soup.
so I'll go with the ramen noodles. It's all noodles, they should be similar.
It's so milky. I need some spice, please. Are they making carbonara, but like milky and
Once
liquidy?
the noodles are cooked, it's ready to consume. It's just hot milk
I'm
and
sorry, but
sugar
that's gonna
and
taste like
instant noodles
nothingness.
with nothing else, no seasoning. And I'm gonna taste
Oh,
it
God.
and rate it on 15. I'm gonna put this in my mouth.
That's a 0 out of 10. Next.
Now back to the small pot.
Yo.
We'll spray in some oil and put it on high heat, starting with scrambling some eggs.
Okay. That's a lot of oil though, but
And when the eggs are cooked, we'll put in some diced tomatoes.
Okay.
I just dice them really, really
Ooh.
fine. We'll season it.
growing up, my dad loves to make me this noodle dish that has eggs and you stir fry the tomatoes, put some soy sauce. I think this is what it is. This is a #1 struggle meal, okay? For an Asian, if you know, you know.
Soy sauce and water, and again
MSG.
coming with a whole packet of Indomie.
Oh, we
I feel
do-
like with this we're
oh, I
exiting
use a
the
different
realm
type
of
of
struggle
noodles,
meals, so it's
but
okay to go
that's
above and
good.
beyond with this
We
one.
got protein, we got veggies. This is good.
Cheese pull and tomato sauce. This is like if you had lasagna for dinner and threw it up later that night. So let's give it a taste and rate it 1 to
It's gonna be
10.
good.
I've always been a big fan of the tomato and egg combo, so coming into
Me
it,
too,
I
me
knew it was
too.
gonna be decent. It's kind of like
Maybe some
shakshuka or
corn?
that Chinese dish. We just added a whole packet of Indomie into it. Even though it tastes great, I'm gonna give it a 6.9
I
because
just noticed his freaking fork is weird. Why is it bended like that? It almost looked like a spoon, but then it's a fork. Like, I'm confused.
it has too many steps.
It's 6.9.
This is an important category because I just learned that 20% of all calories consumed by human beings on Earth is in the form of rice. That means
I love
1 in
rice.
every 5 calories. No wonder why egg fried rice can become its own niche
Yes.
on YouTube. Our first recipe is from bechamel sauce. Is this short for bechamel sauce? He calls it vomit rice.
Vomit rice!
Yum.
Yum.
Starting with dried seaweed, I'm gonna cut up some of these old sushi nori into a pot.
Is it
then
seasoned?
some instant noodle
Okay.
seasoning. Obviously Indomie again. A third of water.
I don't
of
know
a
where
cup
we
or
are
of the
going
pot.
with
Put it on the
this.
stove to simmer and stream in
Like a
an
soup?
egg. Kind
Are we
of similar
making
to the
soup?
technique from egg drop soup. The
Seaweed
smell
soup?
of the seaweed and egg combined is really coming through, like a polluted beach with sulfur. After 30 seconds of stirring, we will add the rice and let it sit for 45 seconds.
Okay. Instead of doing a sushi nori, I feel like if you actually purchase the seasoned seaweed, you know, the square package, or they do sell seaweed soup, like an actual. This is weird. The texture is gonna throw me off.
We're pouring it out. Not gonna lie, bechamel sauce nailed it with the name. The only difference between this and vomit is the reflective acidity. Let's give it a taste and rate it 1 through 10.
No salt?
Tastes like the combination of a seaweed miso soup and porridge, so things I don't enjoy. But the ramen seasoning packet really saved it. I think this only tastes good if you're
Use a
cold
different
and starving.
seaweed. Yeah.
7.2 out of 10. The next rice recipe also has a great name. Anna calls it the thick risotto. I can already feel
Thick
Italian
risotto.
hands coming on my
Yeah,
face
oh
just
no,
by
the
deciding
Italians
to make
gonna
this
be
dish.
upset
All we
with
need
this
to do
one,
is combine
as they
cooked
should.
rice, cream cheese, mozzarella, she meant never-ending raclette, oregano, and ketchup.
I would never put rice with cream cheese. I don't know, that would just sound really wrong for me.
Mix everything together and put it in
ketchup!
the microwave for 30 seconds.
Oh my god,
Honestly,
that's a
I think
crime.
the name of the previous dish is more fitting here. Maybe
That's
I
a
should post this on
crime,
Instagram and
bro.
tell everybody it's risotto. Nah, I don't want to be dealing with mean comments today. It seems really thick and sounds like a good mac and cheese. A lot of tiny cheese pulls going on here. It does have the consistency of risotto.
You know, I was hoping by watching this video today that I will be learning new recipe, but instead I feel like I'm losing my appetite, which is gonna help with my diet. So I guess that's a win.
But the overall flavors reminds me of Wegmans sushi rolls. I'm a fan of cheesy rice, so
I
I'll
don't
give
like
it an
cheesy
8.6 out of
rice.
10.
That
I
does
know it
not
doesn't
look
but it
good.
tastes
I'm
decent. You can add
sorry.
some protein in it and it's a complete meal. Now to the land of diabolical ideas, murder attempts. Surprisingly, these are the simplest dishes of the day. Starting with the OJ Goldfish Cereal.
What is he doing?
Yep. It's exactly how
OJ?
it sounds. So the normal cereal procedure. Believe me when I
Are
tell
they adding OJ and Jesus? No, they chose an extra. Yeah, in this case, extra toasty is not gonna help.
you, there's no goldfish in my local
Oh
grocery
my god,
store.
bro.
So once we pour the juice, cheesy fish will be
Are we
replaced
doing
by the
savory
extra toasty square with a hole in it. This is
cereal?
like the medicine for calcium
I don't
deficiency
know.
or a
I
sign
don't
of
know.
mental instability. So let's try it out.
No. No,
I'm
wait, that's
ashamed to
good.
admit it, but I'm digging this.
No way,
a
that's
lot.
good.
Normally when I eat Cheez-Its, it's always too dry. My throat is
Bro, if you dip cheese it with cream cheese, I can see that's good. But there is no way you can convince me that orange juice with cheese is good.
experience with swallowing, but they still manage to give me salty surprises sometimes.
I
So
don't
with the
like
moisture
it.
from the OJ, it balances it out. I
That's
guess
an F
cheese
for
and
me.
fruit has always been a good combo. 8.3 out of 10.
Oh god.
Aya claims this is
Oh,
a
no,
Filipino
Milo.
classic, the Milo over
Oh, it's
rice.
Milo.
I have no idea what Milo is. Personally,
Wait, bro, I saw on TikTok this lady was making Milo chicken wings, and I'm not joking. Basically, she was seasoning the chicken wings, like chicken thigh, with Milo, salt, and just, you know, pepper, and then she baked it. And then she's like, yummy. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I'm more of a fan of
I don't
Ovaltine
like
because it's
chocolate
British
wings,
and Milo's Canadian.
you know?
Considering Maltesers are my favorite candy, I'm sure this wouldn't be that bad. We just put a couple scoops of Milo powder on top of cooked rice and eat it just like this. Well,
No.
it's definitely not bad, but it's not
No,
good either.
honestly, if you really are struggling and you need a good struggle meal, is you eat either rice with soy sauce or rice with fish sauce. That is my favorite late night snack.
Give it a neutral
I hate
score
this.
of 4 out of 10. I feel like I just
That's a
wasted
1.
my jaw
Texture
energy.
is weird.
Majabin gave us 2 recipes. I'm only gonna make the first one, which starts with an egg in
Pudding?
a mug.
Okay.
Seems to be a theme of this episode. A little bit of sugar and 2 teaspoons of powdered milk.
Okay,
Gonna go with
pudding makes
Milo.
sense for
It's
Milo.
milk.
It's
Mix it
sweet.
all together and put it in the
Okay.
microwave for a minute. When it's
Microwave.
done, I'm a little bit
Why is it
confused by
chunky?
its looks. So
Why is she
jiggly.
chunky?
Doesn't feel like something you should be putting into
No,
your mouth.
I don't
but
think
it's
so.
basically a sweetened egg with a little bit of coagulation.
That looks like if we eat it, the zombie apocalypse is gonna happen. Like, what is going on? What is that? It looks like a root.
The egg white on top.
That's gonna be nasty, isn't it? I swear to God. Yep.
Last but not least, we have
Zero.
the most straightforward instruction ever. Takis dipped in Nutella. Somehow every struggle meal
I love
episode ends with a
Takis.
bag of Takis. But as a wise man once said,
Chat, I want to know if you are Team Taki or Team Doritos. Let me know in the comment down below. Me personally, I like both, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Team Doritos this time. But I do enjoy my Takis as well.
Talking to you on the phone.
for such simple instructions, let's get straight into
That's good. That's gonna be
trying it
good.
and rating
I
out
already
the
know it's gonna
team.
be good because the sweetness plus the saltiness and spicy of Takis. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Well, my body is confused, but my mind is
9 out of
pleased.
10,
The
I'm
Nutella
sure.
kind of masks the pungent flavors from the Takis seasonings and mellows it out
pungent?
with the creaminess. Combined
It's the
together, it
best.
makes the Takis smoother and the Nutella more exciting. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is kind of life-changing. Is that
I
why
know.
Leon dyed his hair a Taki color? Because I'm thinking about doing the same thing. I offered
Yes.
some to my roommate, but got rejected. You probably wouldn't believe me either, so why don't you
No,
try
it's
it for
good.
yourself? Anyway.
I mean, if you don't like Nutella, if you're allergic to Nutella like me, I think dipping Takis in chocolate sauce wouldn't be too bad either, you know?
It was great to test out your recipes. Makes me realize everybody's so creative. I apologize that I
Everybody's
couldn't
so
review everybody's
creative.
submissions. We'll do more of these videos in the future.
His
These
fork is
creative
so
struggle meals
weird.
aren't just about saving money or struggling. I see them as all of your innate ability to make the best of a bad situation or find joy within the
Poisoning.
harshness of life. As I said it before, remember, the most important part of a struggle meal is to eat it with a heart full of hope. Alright, thank you.
Yeah, just be hopeful. Alright, chat, let me know which one was your favorite struggle meal in the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.